I start by creating a new project. I call it early, as in early stage, and I set it to preface. And in this project that I then would model from PDF, I like to have 7 floors. And I can, of course, use the floor height here to create the correct ones. Now I just make 7 floors, as this is in a project I'm trying to do then. Okay. And I create a floor plan drawing. I call it floor plan 1 then, plan 1. And I remove the frame and the panel from it, like that. I connect it to the floor 1, and I open it in AutoCAD. Plan open in AutoCAD, and now I like to insert my PDF reference. So I attach and I select PDF. I select the one that I have and insert it. And I can then select which one of the papers, or there are more than one in it. And I select number 1 because that's for floor 1. And I could scale and so on, but I will do that in a different way once it's inserted. So then I take zoom extends on it. And now I like to scale it up so it becomes the correct scale. And then it's very good that I have a measure that I can scale with. It could be this one, it could be something else. But of course it's good if it's a big one. So then I run align and I click from here and I say 10,000, which it stands there. So 10,000 in AutoCAD, like that. And then we can of course see that we are, if we take zoom extents, that we are of course not in the correct scale with this PDF. So let's make that one then. Then there is a command called align that we can use. And we select object is of course the PDF. And source point is the PDF. So I click the PDF point like here. And it also asks for my destination point, and in my case it's the same for this one. And then it asks for the second source point, and then we are up here. And second destination point, that's out here. And then it asks should I use this to scale? And of course, that's why we are doing it. So say yes. And now we have it up, and you can see that 10,000 is now the line length here. We can of course also make a dist if you like to, and see what it says in AutoCAD with the distance command. It says 10,000, so now we have it scaled correct. Then when I select this one, I also can access the commands for layers and so on. And in some, depending on the references built up, we can use different commands. So here I can, for instance, turn off then the comments, and maybe also the comments and markups like this. And then it will be a little bit less in my PDF. And the last thing I like to do now is that I want to convert it to as objects. And we can say all. And we detach then the PDF. And now everything will be objects. So now I can work more like a normal external reference, but it's a PDF. So then I want to use the new command in Impact for drawing out wall outline. So then I need to draw some kind of, I think I do at least, a polyline to start with. So we have something what I want to make outline of. And now when I have this PDF made as object, it's very easy to snap on the points I mean. So I get the correct size of everything. Something like this, and we go all the way here and up to that point, and we close it. So now I have a polyline placed there, which is my outline of my sandwich walls, and that I now want to use to draw walls. So I go to plan, and we have a command called draw wall outline. and I select that I want to have a sandwich, and the thickness, the product, and now of course I pick the correct product from the standards. I can make a new one if I like, but this product will then work also later on in the design stage. And now I go by a polyline. There are different objects like internal points, but now when I have all these things inside, I will have problems with that. So I go for polyline. Click the polyline. And it asks me for erasing it, and I say no because I want to keep it now. And then I say gap 16 millimeters. And I could select, and let's do that, but maybe it's not so in this stage that I want to use. If I have an end cap profile that I want to use, I can select that one now, but I can of course go by straight. And then I can decide to take all vertices, that means all connects on my polyline, or as you can see I also get the size dimension. So let's do all, and then we combine and see, okay, here is a little bit too much, 11.9. Let's split once more here behind. This one is 15.2. I need to split that. Let's split behind this internal wall. And then we look at this one. How big is that side? Is 15. I need to split that one as well. Where do I like to split it? I split it here maybe. And now it gives the correct size of the new one. So we have like 9. Maybe I want to split once more. You decide, I mean, in this stage, how you want it. And here we have one that is 15.2, so I split that at least once here behind. And then we have one 9 meters. I split once more. Let's split behind that one. And then we continue like this for all sides. And then we have here is 11.8. I need to split. Let's split it. Here I have one that is 39.75. As you see, I get the values all the time, so I split here. Then we have one that is 10, too big. Let's split another time. And now when I'm happy with all my sides, I press continue. And it becomes impact walls. If we look in 3D, we will see that it's, for sure, it's impact walls now. If we go to solid, what we can do, of course, if we want to, we can see them in solid mode. And I also, as you can see, get warnings. Some are red. That's because they are like not okay with my production settings. But you see, impact makes its own end cap here to connect this one. All the joints are made, but of course they need to be corrected later. And I can now, if I like to, I can of course make corrections here, but I can also save it all. If I save all, we will get it start with something. I start with SW100 now then, with all my walls. So now it's saved. As you can see, we got element marks. Let's go to Project Manager and look at it. Let's see our early project. If we update it, we see our elements like this, and they are placed correctly. And of course, we could now plan on them if we like to. That was all for this movie.